Hello, I was walking around in a flea market and I found this thing and I decided that I needed to buy it. This thing here is some sort of a tape recorder for people to basically do dictation. I need to do some research to know exactly when it was made and what it was for, but so far it is just to record your voice. It came with this microphone here, and I would imagine here you press the button and you start recording your voice. There is another button here, I don't know what it's for, and this is going to be connected to the device. It also came with these instruction manuals, Stenorette S, dictating machine. Well, they show you here like supported with one hand, but I can assure you, this thing is really heavy. I don't think the person doing this was actually really holding it with one hand, no way. For every office, large or small, low initial cost, low running cost, the Stenorette on your desk. Here at your elbow is a machine that does as it is told, remembers, reminds, acts on your behalf. Think of the advantages. Yeah, that'll be good. Sit at your desk, pick up the microphone, switch it on. It won't cost a penny a day to always at the ready dictate a letter. No need to call your secretary away from the urgent work you have already given her. 25 minutes of unbroken dictation. Outside the office, the usefulness of the Stenorette S is by no means confined to your private office. It can record conferences verbatim or take the minutes at board meetings. Imagine carrying this thing around, it's seriously heavy. So this is the microphone, this stop start control, and this is the backspace control. I wonder what it's for. Interesting. On switch, neutral button, I think neutral maybe stop. Listen button, that would be the play. Record button, forward button, rewind, tone and sensitivity control. As you can see here, the controls, they don't have the standard icons that we are used to. They are completely different. Probably wasn't standardized at the time yet. So the accessories, I have this one here. Ah, it has also this little thing here. Ah, that's cool. That looks like a little, looks like it has a couple legs. Well, yeah, I really need to clean this up. But I guess you just put it like this and then you record. Then limpet telephone attachment. I don't have this one. If you never dictated a single word into your Stenorette S but use it to record telephone calls only, it would pay for itself in service to you. So you could actually record your phone calls with this. Interesting. This is an earphone and clip. I don't have this either. And this one is a stethoscope. Foot control, so you can actually control it with your feet as well. For your secretary, press the listen button on Stenorette S, then pressure on the right hand button of the foot control starts the playback, which continues until foot is lifted. Okay. A typewriter keyboard control, what is this? Got the image, apparently you put it here on your typewriter. Alternative to the foot switch, fits neatly below the keyboard. Press right hand button and playback begins and continues until the center bar stop is pressed. Press the left hand button and recording automatically backspaces and then plays back until stopped by center bar again. So that's pretty interesting. So basically you are typing and you can control it with your typewriter if you are recording at the same time your voice, something like that. Unfortunately, I don't have that device. And yeah, it has a suitcase. And under the cover, I like that they show you actually how it looks inside. We're gonna open it and take a look. I don't know if this thing works. Let's see. Oh wow, look at that, that's interesting. The most advanced electronic devices combined with precision engineering to create such an ingenious layout that the simple push button operation is no more complicated than using a fountain pen. Stenorette S. And then we have also this thing here, important. Okay, this is kind of like a quick explanation of it. Well, let's open it up and see what happens. Did you know that with a small contribution you can become a patron and help me to keep this channel alive and creating more videos? And in return, you will get extra content, behind the scenes content,
direct communication with me, and more. Check the link below and thank you for your support.
Well, first of all, let's remove this part here. Unfortunately, this is broken, but I think I can repair it. It's all wood, so it shouldn't be too difficult to repair. Well, let's plug it and see if it explodes or catch fire or something like that. Ready? Wow. Can you hear that? Wait, how can I make you hear that? I'm gonna record this with the phone. I hope it picks it up. Look at that. It turned on that light there. I'm gonna turn it off and on again. Let's see if you can pick up the sound. Well, that thing, it's apparently working. You can see there is a light here. You see? Well, I don't know if it's working. At least it's turning on. I wonder if there's something in the tape. I'm not going to press record. Let's see here. This was that was a pause. Neutral button. It's this one. And then listen button. It should be this one. Neutral, listen. I hear a noise. Probably the engine is working. Or maybe it's also possible if there is a rubber band. Many tape recorders, they have rubber bands inside to actually transmit the transmission for the traction from the motor to other parts of it, and those with time degrade and get broken. So that's also a possibility. I really want to know if there is something on this tape, maybe some recordings. When I look at this machine and all its electronics, I realized that probably at the time it was built, there were no PCBs yet. And that reminds me of our sponsor PCBWay. Starting from just $5, you can get your PCBs directly delivered to your home thanks to PCBWay. They offer a full range of options for professionals and beginners to get the best PCBs manufacturing in the market. PCBWay also offers CNC and 3D printing, and they even have a project section where you can order the PCBs from tons of projects ready to build. PCBWay is a single point you need to get all your project ideas done. Thank you PCBWay for sponsoring this video. Yeah, let's open it up. Yeah. I can take this out. Made in Germany. Okay, yeah, this part comes out. Yeah, like that. Okay, tape safe. I can't explain you the smell of this thing. It's, I mean, yeah, it's kind of course, it's dirty, but the smell, it has this kind of old plastic and old electronics. It's very particular. I cannot describe it. It's not even similar to the ones I have for, like, for example, the Commodore 64 or anything like that. No, this is something different. This ancient. I think it was opened before because I can see here this screw has been a little bit damaged, and these are other screws are different. Wonder what is this for? 240, 220, 200. Okay, this is about the voltage. I was lucky that it was in 240 because apparently it can support 210 for the American system. So good that I have it in 240, otherwise I probably would burn this. And these controls here, probably they're fuses. Yeah, these are fuses. Okay, let's open this thing. Everything is really rusted. Okay, let's see, maybe I can pull this up, or what do I need to do here? Ah, there are other two. See? Ah, there's another screw here. Look, and probably here. Yeah. Aha, yeah. I think I can open it. Let's prepare the moment here. Zoom in. It should look like this one, I assume. Ta-da! Wow. Look at that. Well, this is so cool. I wonder what is this? Ah, this thing is calculating how much tape is left, how much time is left in minutes, because the tape here keeps accumulating by basically rolling from this side to this side. So as long as the tape keeps growing here, this keeps pushing this level, and this level will indicate here how much time you have left. Wow, that's interesting. So clever. It has some vacuum tubes here. I hope none of those are broken. That would be very difficult to replace. Wow. I'm surprised it didn't catch fire when I when I plugged it in. Okay, first of all, I need to clean this up. It's really filthy and has a lot of things, a lot of stuff in here. This is, I don't know, 50s, 40s, 60s. I need to do some research when this thing was made. And then we will start taking a look and measure some voltages and try to figure out why this is not working. Okay, well, after all of that, this is also the part that we haven't seen before in detail. I would assume this is the main motor that basically runs everything. We have here a bead transformer, other transformers here for different kind of voltages, I would assume. There is vacuum tubes here. I don't know much about vacuum tubes except the basic theory. But this looks a little bit dark. They usually get dark, but some might show that it's broken. But I don't really know. It's not really something I know about. I think these are capacitors, maybe. So just in case, I'm gonna measure the voltage because we turned on before, so maybe it's still have some charge in it. Nope. Looks like it's pretty safe. So these are two fuses. I think these are a resistor here. I don't know much about these old components in order to recognize them. We could actually leave the screws that we took out before in place because the upper part, the upper cover, had those screws on the front and on the side. So basically this part we could leave it there. It's good that we took it out so we can clean it up. But after investigating that area, it could be a way to keep it there to make it easier to move around and explore the other parts of it. I would assume that this one here is the responsible for erasing. Usually tape recorders have that, one head to read and this other one which is basically an electromagnet that is going to just blank the tape. And then this one here, I would assume is actually the head which reads the tape. So we have this little sponge here that the purpose is to gently push the tape on the head. Another interesting detail here, when to turn off the switch. Can you hear that? Yeah, it's a very clever mechanism. And it does the same here. That's pretty cool. Then, as I was showing before, this level here is the one that will tell you how much time you have left on the tape, because the tape is rolling all on this side. So at the end, it's gonna increase in volume the amount of tape in there, and this is gonna push this level, which is gonna make this one here tell you how much time you have left. Let's turn it back on and see what happens. Okay, here the engine is moving. Yeah, this is rotating, but this one is not. Okay, this got stuck. You see, this part here, that's why I was thinking that this part needs to make this one here rotate. Well, rotate. And when this rotates, it's gonna rotate this one. But it got stuck. Now it's a bit free. Ah, look at that. now it's doing something. Okay. We are talking here. But this is still not moving the tape for some reason. Okay, we got this part working, but I think I need to make use of some lubricant here to grease a little bit these parts and see if they can move. Let's turn it off first. The engine keeps moving. I wonder if it's moving by inertia or if it's moving because there is still some voltage in there. No, it's dead. I think it doesn't have any capacitor that can keep it long enough. We'll see. Worst case scenario, get an electric shock. Well, after a little bit of investigation, looks like something here is not working, because when I push this one here, you get this moving. So this part here, I think the spring probably it's already too old or something like that. So I think I have no more other choice than taking this apart even further to try to understand how it works. Because I know it's a mechanic thing very similar to modern tape recorders, which would be easier for me to understand because I'm more familiarized with them, but not this one at all.
Well, that concludes this initial part, and in the next video I'm going to disassemble even further to try to figure out how to fix it. At the moment, the voice recorder is sitting there behind me on the desk waiting to go under surgery. If you like tape recorders, I have another video where I fixed a retro but more recent tape recorder. Check it out. Thank you for watching.